Okay, so let's see. The next question is, hey guys, I create real estate video tours and I have a YouTube channel that I post all the videos to. My website is in development. Do I need two syndication networks? One for the website and one for the YouTube channel? Like one of my website blog, like one for my website blog content and one for the videos? I want to have the videos on my website as well. Do I need to manually add videos to my website and embed them in blog posts? And how do I unify these two things? No, you only need one branded network. In fact, I recommend that. Here's where I would recommend a second network, or at which point I would recommend having a separate network for the YouTube channel. If right now you're doing just the video stuff and your website's in development, that's fine. So a branded network is fine because you can, you have a branded channel. That's great. When you create your blog, or when it's ready and you start to post blog posts, publish blog posts, it's going to, if you connect that to the same network, what you don't want to do is just take your YouTube videos and create blog posts that are just the YouTube videos. Like, in other words, the same title as the YouTube video, as the blog post title, right? And then just the embed code essentially, and then maybe the video description or whatever else, because then it's on the syndication network, it's going to look like the exact same post. It's going to look like duplicate posts on the network properties. Does that make sense? And really, it's just the blog properties mainly that you have to worry about: Blogger, WordPress, Tumblr, and any additional, blog properties that you may add, most of which you can't really syndicate to anyways. But my point is that it can create duplicate posts, what looks like duplicate posts, even though they're coming from different sources, and it can end up terminating for spam. You get the account shut down essentially. And I know because it's happened to me in the past. So what I recommend is that if you can still publish the same videos from your YouTube channel to your network, as well as to your blog, but for your blog post that you're going to include the videos in, flesh those out a little bit more, contain more text-based content or various forms of content. We talk about curating content. I saw a question somewhere about curated content that I feel like got missed somewhere. You could curate blog content, for example. That's what we recommend. My point is, on the blog, if you're going to use that video in a post, just flesh the post out a bit more. Have the title slightly different, more like a blog post title. Most of the time YouTube titles are just focused around a particular keyword, right? But for blog post titles, I recommend more of a content rich, or more about, more like a blog post title, right? I mean, it just makes sense. So that way, when they republish to your syndication network properties, especially the blog properties, they're going to be unique, right? It's okay to have the same video posted twice, but just in different contexts, in other words. So that's what I recommend. The only time that I would, if you were going to just try to take shortcuts or make it easy and just republish the videos to your blog, where it's pretty much the same title, it's just the video as the blog post itself, the content body of the post, and it may be like the description imported or something like that, then I would recommend tying your syndication network, your branded syndication network, to your blog, and in creating persona-based networks that would tie as tier 1 networks for your YouTube channel. And the reason I say that is because you want to start building the authority of your domain. YouTube already has an inherent authority. So you can get away with, and there's no footprint issues, and there hasn't been ever, with using syndication networks, persona-based syndication networks, to republish video content. In other words, syndicate YouTube videos. But for your money site, you want to use that branded syndication network to complete the entity, solidify the entity, and also start to build that relevancy and authority. So that's why I recommend, if you're going to use two separate networks, that the branded network be attached to your blog and persona-based networks get attached to the YouTube channel. But again, I still recommend using one branded network for both, just changing the content up to make to flesh the blog posts out a little bit more. Then they're going to look like unique posts on the network anyways, if that makes sense.